We're back with Mr. John White of the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary. Could you tell us about the different types of classes? For instance, you have the basic boating course, which is 1 hour per week, the classes?
No, generally it would be 3 hours a night.
3 hours a night?
1 night a week.
1 night a week?
Yes.
For how many weeks?
We cover...
like 10 weeks, or is it 20 weeks long for the basic boating?
With the doing the entire course and the examination, you have to pass the examination when you get through. It takes 13 weeks. But then I teach an additional 4 weeks after that in nothing but navigation.
That's fantastic. And that's my next question. What are the additional classes after that that you can take right up into advanced? For instance, if I were a new boater and I took the basic class first, what would be my next step?
Well, with that basic class, really, for example, it has boat handling in it. A lot of people don't have the slightest idea how a boat handles. The stern of the boat moves, the bow doesn't. You drive your car, you turn it away from the curb. Well, you can't do that with a boat.
Right. But let me look at it from this perspective. Like, say that I finished the first boating classes, which are free to the public, right?
Yes.
Although there is a minor charge for materials.
For the book, yes.
Right, which is not that much at all. And the 13 weeks that have gone by, I've gotten my certificate. And with that, I can get a credit on my insurance now with that certificate. What would be the next group of classes I would take? Would that be the 4 weeks of navigation that you teach after that, or 4 classes?
Well, that would be an advanced course, yes. Public-wise, after the 4 weeks of navigation, public-wise, there wouldn't be much of anything as far as the Coast Guard Auxiliary is concerned. However, if they join the Coast Guard Auxiliary, then we have quite extensive courses.
Right. What is involved in joining, other than we've already gone over, you know, have the boat or this or that? What are the dues like per year?
Well, the dues will depend entirely on what area you joined in.
For instance,
but they are very, very small. We pay in my flotilla, which is 72. Our dues are $15 a year.
Not bad at all.
No.
No problem. Okay, what are the advanced courses? Now I'm a member. I joined the auxiliary. I have my certificate. What advanced courses would you suggest I start with, being new to boating?
Well, the biggest thing that's going on in the auxiliary right now, the members of the Coast Guard Auxiliary are becoming boat qualified. Now that is people earning the SAR coxswain's pin.
You call that boat qualified?
Yes. The members of the Coast Guard Auxiliary go through a program identical to the members of the members of the regular Coast Guard. It's the identical boat qualification program.
How long does that take?
Oh, it can take you anywhere from 6 months to a year.
Do you have to go to some boot camp or something for that? Or?
Well, no, there are programs. Mr. Beglin, Chief Warrant Officer Beglin, the skipper of the Coast Guard station at Channel Islands, has offered to help us up here. The people down in Long Beach train in the central area at Terminal Island. But here, we're kind of on our own up here, and Mr. Beglin has helped us out. And we actually qualify in well, just all
phases.
All phases. You have to first become a qualified crewman,
and then you can go on.
You have to know how to handle all the safety equipment aboard a boat. Where are the life jackets kept? Can you moor a boat? This type of thing.
Okay, that's excellent. Let me ask this. Would it be, you and I both know that if I'm a new boat buyer, right? I just bought that first boat, and I want to be safe. I joined the Coast Guard Auxiliary. I come down for the free class, boating class. It's 1 hour or 3 hours per week. And you know, every weekend I'm going to be out at the islands on my boat, right? Is there any possibility that perhaps in the future you'll be putting this on videotape for, you know, so that the people can go through the classes quicker and take a test. Is that possible, or do you foresee that?
I could see that it could be a possibility in the future, yes. It would be an excellent program for people, but at the moment some of it is on video. We did one here on the helo. You have to qualify in the helo hoist, for example.
In the helicopter hoist that takes up in the air.
There's that's a very tricky thing, that hoist.
I've seen that video, and it goes up and comes off the man. Yeah.
Well, if, for example, a boater though that maybe, let's say you're out there and you have somebody has a heart attack, and you call for that chopper as a medevac, what we call a medevac case. For example, they will lower that basket. Don't grab it, because there's static electricity in it, and let them put the basket in the water first. They'll put it in the water and then put it on board your boat.
Okay, I do appreciate your coming today. We're out of time, but I do advise people to contact your local Coast Guard auxiliary or call the Coast Guard and ask where your local one might be. We'll have Sea Tales up next, true stories from the ocean.